Again, Mrigendragama, Vidyapada of Kamikagama, fundamental principles and understandings about the cosmos. Listen, first thing you need to know about the universe because you are living in universe. Ignorance is no way cute and ignorance is not going to save you anywhere. Second, why I am teaching about this fundamental units of the universe, 11 dimensions, because understanding about these 11 dimensions will make you manifest multiple powerful cognitions and powers. I'll repeat. See, manifesting powers of third eye, like reading through your third eye, scanning through your third eye, is power. But understanding the fundamental principle, unit, tattva, why you are able to do? Because you connect your third eye with a third eye which is already awakened, your master's third eye, which initiated you. And that third eye is connected with all the existing third eye. Then, the power you manifested through your third eye is not limited to your third eye. You can read through any third eye. That is what is powerful cognition. Understand? So today you are going to manifest powerful cognitions. Only then you will understand how understanding about these multi-dimensions makes you start functioning in multi-dimension level. Understand, Mahadeva very clearly says, Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. There are some Vedic verses he exactly repeats in Agama. Knowing which you became, that is Brahman, cosmos. Listen carefully. Just because if you know about this pillar, it's not that you will become this pillar. Just because you know about this screen, it's not that you will become this screen. But consciousness is such, just by knowing about it, you will become that. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. Knowing cosmos, you become cosmos because you are cosmos. It is like you remembering some of your qualities. I'm going to introduce the next principles or the next dimensions of the cosmos. Length, all of you know logic. Whatever you understand as per your logic is length. Breath is rhythmic flow of your logic is breath. Breadth includes length. Depth includes breadth and length. How many of you understand that? Depth is the source from which length, breadth, both are manifesting. Clear? Listen, I'm defining time. Length is your logic. Length is your logic and universe's logic. There's a lot of gap between your logic and universe's logic. How many of you understand that? Breath is your rhythmic flow and universe's rhythmic flow. Again, there is a lot of gap. Much less than length, but there is a lot of gap. How many of you understand that? In depth, your cognitions and your cosmos cognition is one and the same. Listen. In length, things are different. In breadth, close but different. But in depth, you come to such close quarters, jumping of the flame happens in the depth dimension, means whatever you cognize, you start causing as reality. Whatever is reality, you start cognizing as your existence. Listen. Listen to the fourth statement. Time, kala. Time is a rough word, English word. Let me use the word kala directly. Kala, that's the fourth dimension. No difference between your kala and kala of the universe. Tell me, is there any difference? Your kala and kala of the universe? You know the gap between your logic and logic of the universe. You know the gap between your breath and breath of the universe. In depth, both come near. Means shadow falls on each other. Your shadow falls on universe and universe's shadow falls on you. But in time, there is no separation. I don't want to say there is oneness, but there is no separation. Your time and universe's time is one and the same. Listen. Listen carefully. Anything which makes you feel universe's time is different and your time is different is not you. If you feel your body is this many years old, it is separate from the universe, that is not you. Listen. I am telling you two things. One, don't think, oh, earlier itself I heard all these Vedantic lessons. That and all doesn't work for me. The moment it becomes time, I feel hungry and all my Vedanta goes in the air. Listen. Earlier failures does not confirm it is impossible for you at all. earlier you might have failed due to various reasons. Now you will be successful because I am going to be the reason. Listen, I may be ferocious, but I am a go-getter. I'll make you get it. I am integrated to my job. I'll either convince your logic or confuse your logic, but I'll make you get it. I'll make you to come to the conclusion and this cognition. Let me put it in this way. Listen. Your length, when its frequency increases, becomes breadth. Your breadth, when its frequency increases, it becomes your depth. Your depth, when the frequency intensely increases, it becomes your time. In breadth, length is included. In depth, length and breadth is included. In time, length, breadth, depth is included. This fourth dimension is the space where your so-called normal human life faces a breakthrough. Listen carefully. Anybody who is introduced to the time dimension, Kala, manifests even one or two powers related to Kala. You are liberated from death. Listen carefully. You need to know the principal unit why you are manifesting powers or why you are not manifesting powers. If you know, that solves literally every possible problem. See, I know, like how I try to find solution for every problem. There are people who can find problem for every solution. But even they will not be able to find problem. If you understand these fundamental principles, idea you have about life will get upgraded into such powerful cognition. You will have so much of relief. Not just from worries, so much of relief from powerless cognitions which can be source for future worries and problems. I am not married. Once I get married, my problems are all solved. See, people are laughing. And if you think, I don't have a son, if I have a son, all my problems are solved. See how many are laughing? I don't have money. If I have money, all my problems are solved. No. As long as powerless cognitions are sitting inside you, you are not going to taste life. These powerful cognitions not only liberate you from present sufferings, it liberates you from the possibilities of future sufferings. Actually, liberation is too cheap. Very, very cheap actually. It's not at all costly. Just listen to this one fundamental truth. If you have tons of cotton and you need thread, if you have a tons of cotton source material, will you be worried about having less thread? No. You know you can make. Same way, if you have understanding about Kala, you know you can make any amount of time for your body and mind. I'll give you the secret given to Bhishma by Ganga. Bhishma is Ichamrityu. How many of you know that? He can choose death when he wants. I'll give you that understanding. Listen. This is the lesson Ganga gave for Bhishma. Exist with what you think as purpose. Listen carefully. Exist with what you think as your purpose. Work only for purifying your cognitions about purpose, not bother about whether you have time to fulfill your purpose or not. Listen carefully. I am not giving you a teaching, I am giving you an understanding. The number of times you remember you have become old makes you old. How many of you understand that? Number of times you remember you don't have time makes you don't have time, not to have time. How many of you are getting what I am saying? Now the next statement I am going to make is little mystical, but listen. If you die as a billionaire, when you assume the next body, you will be born in a billionaire family and whatever you left will be with you. It's a law of cosmos, understand? You don't get cheated. Listen carefully. Lives after lives after lives, you are a continuous rhythm. It's a little mystical, but I will establish experientially for you in the next few power manifestation and powerful cognition manifestation. Sometimes in the mathematical class they tell, oh, let us assume x is equal to y till we come to the result. When we come to the result, you will understand x is equal to y. Like that, let's assume this proposal. Your life is a continuous rhythm. Whatever you acquired, whether power or money, or love, or relationship, or fulfillment, or completion in the last Janma, and where you left, where you dropped out, you again start from there. It's a proposal now. It's not an experience for all of you. It's a proposal. I'm going to give you a few more understandings, then Once it sinks, you will understand time. There is no crowd in front of me. There is only one and one and one. All of you are sitting alone with me. Because the profound truths I am talking, I am touching the core of you. I am addressing your individual cognitions. That is why even if the other persons are sitting, you are having a complete, a separate relationship. Time is a frequency, dimension of the universe, aspect of the universe, where you and universe are reverberating in the same frequency. Unit of time of the sun, moon, Kailasa and you is one and the same. Listen, yesterday I said, our 1 year is 1 day for them, but unit is same. Only quantity difference. How many of you are understanding? It's only quantity difference, but not. So in Tattva, principal unit, listen carefully, your logic and logic of the Devatas are different. They are not same. Your breath and Devata's breath, not that far away, little closer. Your depth and Devata's depth, little more closer. But in time, your unit of time and their unit of time is one and the same. There is only quantity difference. Tattva, fundamental principle unit is same. How many of you are getting it? Yes. For us 1 year is their 1 day, but our 1 year is 1 day for them. It means what? Unit is same. If I give you some of the utility values of time dimension, you will understand, because man is such, only useful things he will listen. If I tell this is the use, dabbu chindi, then all 5 senses will be up and alive. When you are working with this power manifestation, how many of you have already started feeling precisely you will come to know now it is going to manifest, because you are falling into the tune of that needle. Like almost that needle is showing the north, that magnetic needle is aligning. Now it is going to manifest. No, I don't think now it is going to manifest, because I don't think the needle is aligning. How many of you are able to catch that precision? Raise your hand. Listen. Power manifestation should not be an accident after a few days of practicing. First few days only it will be an accident. It may come, I am telling, this is like my wife only. 10 days before I told, now it is been doing. First 2-3 days it is okay. But after a few days of power manifestation, you will catch, hey, and now I know, because my inner space is connecting. I know in my spine what usually happens. Now it is going to happen. How many of you are able to catch that? Listen, all of you can catch what I am saying. Listen carefully. Now sit up and come to that same moment, same space. Come to that same space of oneness. Tell yourself, declare to yourself, whatever Swamiji is trying to teach us, let me download and manifest. Come to the declaration, then it's easy for me to download bunch of understandings into you. If you do not understand the fundamental principle unit, even if you manifest powers, you are only part of cult. Some cult. Only if you understand the fundamental principle unit and able to manifest powerful cognitions on your own, you are part of the culture. How many of you are getting what I am saying? That is why I insist so much on you understanding this fundamental principle. Only if principle cognitions, why things are happening the way it is happening, is cognized by you, and you design your own powerful cognitions and manifest few powers which I did not teach, but on your own ability, you are part of the culture. How many of you are getting what I am saying? Neither I am a cult, nor I want you to be part of any cult. I am a culture. Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the oldest spiritual culture. And I want you to be part of that culture. That is why I want you to understand these fundamental units, principles. Your remembrance of you powerfully associated to some subject or not associated to something. For example, you may remember you powerfully by feeling I have a young body. You may remember you powerlessly feeling, oh, I don't have a bank balance. If you associate yourself with some things, you remember you powerfully. If you associate yourself with some things, you remember you powerlessly. How many of you are understanding this? This binary is time. That's all. Catch it. Listen. This binary is time. Kala. Kala, Sanskrit word, means jumping between associated powerfulness and associated powerlessness. By remembering your body, do you feel powerless? By remembering your mind, do you feel powerful? With what association you feel powerful? With what association you feel powerless? This binary. And please understand, the number of times feeling powerless when it is increases, it's called depression. Number of times you feel powerful, when that increases, it's called joy. This feeling powerful or powerless by association, this binary is time. That is Kala. By remembering your Guru, if you feel powerful, you are in oneness. என்ன வேணா இருக்கணும்டா, இருக்கட்டும்டா. கடவுளே என் பக்கம், அப்புறம் என்னடா? Whatever it may be. The ultimate decision maker knows my name. That's all. Leave it. That is actually the initiation. That powerfulness behaves like a shark and swallows all the other powerlessness. How many of you already started feeling powerful when you remember power manifestation? Hey, I think I can do it. I think I am making it. I am cracking the code. I am catching it. So when that starts happening, so in that binary, the power manifestation starts adding more powerful cognitions in you. But once the manifestation starts, that binary will change. This power manifestation will start making you more and more confident, and the moment you remember power manifestation, you will feel confident. You will feel, I can make it. It's powerfulness. Understand, anything which you feel makes you powerful, you start cherishing romance with it. Cherished romance. Listen carefully. Cherished romance makes the frequency of you in tune with the time. That is why time is forgotten when you are in love. When you are in love, you do not know how time passes. How many of you are catching what I am saying? Being in cherished romance with the whole life is mastering time dimension. About this binary, associating with something feeling powerless or powerful, this binary is Kala. Associating with something and feeling powerful is cherished romance. You start cherishing romance with it because it is making you powerful. It may be power manifestation or guru, God, with whatever. It can be even money, anything with which you feel it is making you powerful, you cherish romance with it. And cherished romance raises your frequency to the frequency of Kala. That is why when you are in romance with something, time is forgotten. You don't know how the time is moving. If you are sitting with your close friend 3-4 hours, you don't even remember time is lost. Your dating period. With the whole life, being in cherished romance is what is powerfulness of the Kala dimension. Catching? That is what keeps you ever young. That is why Sadashiva describes himself in Kamika Agama as eternally 16. In his Dhyana Sloka he says, I am eternal 16, all my disciples will remember you as me as eternally 16. He uses the word, all of us will meditate on him as us, means Shivoham, Sadashivoham, as eternally 16. I think intellectually I have given you some understanding about this Kala and its flow in us, this binary. Actually, even now, like I am heating and beating. How many of you are understanding that? I am not taking any class. I am just talking to somebody who is inside you. Somebody who is deciding for you, because stupidly you don't decide for you. There is somebody else sitting inside you who is deciding for you. I am talking to that person. Ideas. Listen carefully. See, this is not elephant. This is an idea representing elephant. Am I right? This is not elephant. Elephant cannot be so small. This is idea representing elephant. Am I right? But all practical purpose, we call this as elephant. Hey, remove this elephant. Bring the elephant. Keep the elephant. Stupid are those representing things are considered as equivalent to the real. If you start equating it to real, you are stupid. How many of you are understanding that? This body represents you. Don't say it is you. How many of you are catching? Why, if somebody takes your name and abuses, you feel hurt. They have not hurt you. If this is you, if they put the knife, you should be suffering. But if they take your name and abuse, you are hurt. It means you are this also and something more. So this represents you. Catching it? Now listen. Now is the climax, punchline. In you, please listen. In you, whatever you consider as you and whatever you consider as represents you and faulty misidentification, this represents you, but most of the time you go on cognizing this as you. Some things are you are more alive in that, but while you are cognizing, you don't cognize when you take decisions, you are too alive in that. How many of you are catching that blind spot? Sometimes your profession, your career, your goals, your vision, your mission, you are more alive in that. While you are taking decision to risk them, you don't understand that. When they are really suffering, the suffering you go through, you understand you are not able to handle it. How many of you are catching what I am saying? Now listen. How this and time is connected. Listen. Your day-to-day time represents Kala. I am starting again. This represents elephant, not elephant. This represents you, not you. Sometime what is you do not understand that represents you, and what represents you do not understand that is you. It is called blind spot. Clear? your day to day, 24 hours time represents Kala, but that is not Kala. Your Kala is your life vision. Your time is your life mission. No, I think I missed a link. Listen. Your life's vision is to become enlightened and yogic body, Vedic mind, and living literally like Swamiji. Mission, morning till 11 o'clock sleeping. And 11:30 rolling on the bed once and 12 o'clock thinking, should I get up or not? Now how many are catching? Your time, see, I am talking from the utility angle, the dimension of time, how it penetrates you, and where is the gap, these few things. I am not talking any morality, I am talking about some of them. How the vast gap between your ideas and reality is your old age, tiredness and boredom. Why you are not in eternal romance with life? Because what you want, what you do is different. So what you want, nowhere even the horizon is seen. And you are thoroughly convinced nothing is going to be done, at least in this birth. And you blame your wife. I am married to you now. Over. Or your husband, or your job, or your country. No. Mahadeva uses a word called pasha in Agama. Not knowing why you are doing what you are doing, but continuing to do is pasha. Your purpose, vision is something, but your day-to-day actions are all your day-to-day life is no way matching, and you don't know why you are doing what you are doing every day and continuing to do. Thinking suddenly one day somebody will appear in your life and change the whole thing. And when that person comes, you try to change him. How many of you are getting what I am saying? The blind spot between your kala and time is pasa. Now I am explaining only the problem, don't worry. I will come to the solution next. I am only analyzing the problem. What is time? The higher frequency of length is breadth. Higher frequency of breadth is depth. Higher frequency of depth is time. So, if there is a problem in time, where is the problem? If there is a problem in depth, where is the problem? Now the good news is, I gave one proposal just now. Can anybody remember? I gave one proposal, telling that till the end, let it be a proposal. It is rhythmic continuum. That's the word I used. Rhythmic continuum. For example, if you developed a very high quality of completion with you and others, but suddenly died before getting enlightened, you will start from this and move towards the next step. Same way, you developed a wealth cognition, an accumulated wealth, suddenly died. You will be empowered and endowed with this wealth, and you will start from there. Rhythmic continuum. Listen. Listen, I'm going to connect this proposal which I kept, and now whatever these long understandings I have shared, you need to catch this connecting point. Each power manifestation, listen, each power manifestation is nothing but infusing consciousness in your time or depth or breadth or length. Listen, each power manifestation is nothing but infusing your consciousness into your time or depth or breadth or length. Any time you spend on it is the most useful time of your life. Because any power you manifest comes back to you till you become powerfully established once for all as Sadashiva. Listen. That is why Patanjali says, Shaktis come back to you even if you have practiced a little bit in some remote past birth. Krishna says, Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate makato bayat. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya drayate mahato bayat means even if practiced little removes huge fears of life. Now listen. I told about good news, now I have the great news. Fortunately, your time is lower than my space. How many of you are getting? I can just chew your time like a beetle leaf, swallow or spit it out, both. Which I am going to do. I want you to know these powerful cognitions you manifest, you are going to manifest now, is because the higher space is breathed into your time. These cognitive shifts will make many of your past memory not just redundant, just erased. whose memory load which makes you powerless is less than 16-year accumulation load. Listen, till the age of 16, in those days especially, you do not accumulate the load of memories which puts you in powerlessness to make you experience the binary. How many of you are understanding? If your load of what, you see, powerlessness, powerfulness, only then binary happens. If one load is taken away, can binary happen? Now, by making you manifest powerful cognition, I am going to take away the one load. The principle why the powerful cognitions are manifested and what is the side effect and after effect of that in you. I know too many things have gone above your head. I'll do one thing. I'll give this whole discourse, this whole understanding as a video. Watch 4 or 5 times. Because I have cracked too many codes. Higher frequency of length is breadth, and higher frequency of the breadth is depth, and higher frequency of the depth is time. Time, by its very existence, is having binary effect on you. Associated powerfulness or associated powerlessness, binary effect makes you experience time as your existence, and when the associated powerlessness volume is reduced, the number of hours you spend in cherished romance with life increases. That intensifies the quality of life in you, which in turn manifests as powerfulness and powerful cognitions. If you manifest powerful cognitions, that makes you feel more cherished, romantic with life. In turn, that reduces the powerless cognition's weight and stops this binary oscillation. Pasha means doing what you are doing even though you know you don't know why you are doing what you are doing. You know you don't know why you are doing what you are doing. Listen. You know you don't know why you are doing what you are doing, and you continue to do. Knowing you don't know why you are doing what you are doing and continuing to do what you are doing is pasha. Pasa. That makes you old and tired. Manifesting powers makes you manifest powerful cognitions easily. See, your small identity is like a dam. Never strengthening a river can break a dam. Dam needs to be weakened, only then it will break. Have you ever heard strengthening of the river can break the dam? Weakening of the dam only can break the dam. Weakening of the dam means poking on your SDHD. That can happen only by power manifestation. It is power manifestation questions what you think about you is right or not. Understand, I am not disagreeing. Manifesting powerful cognitions is the goal, but I am deeply disagreeing. Manifesting powers is wrong. I tell you, the number of enlightened beings I am going to produce, not out of, I am not talking out of arrogance, I am talking out of reality. Number of enlightened beings I am going to produce, that is going to speak the authenticity of what I am saying. By increasing the quantity of the river cannot break the dam. Dam doesn't care damn about river. It says, I am a dam. You are a river. Listen. From the side of the river, you cannot hit and break the dam. From the other side, if you poke the hole only, it can be broken. Power manifestation is breaking the dam, drilling the dam. Drilling, questioning your very smaller identity. Only that can open up and make the flow happen. Now listen. I have given you the proposal that life is the continuum, rhythmic continuum. Based on this cognition, I am going to make you manifest some of the powerful cognitions and powers. I am coming back to the logic I introduced when I introduced Mahasiddhashivoham, the Sattva Tattva. The logic I introduced is static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence is one and the same, and strategic existence has power over any dynamic activity and any static matter. Am I right? Feels like I heard 1 year before, na? So with this cognition, you manifested few powers. So that manifestation strengthened those cognitions. Now I am going to work on life is a continuous rhythm. Rhythmic continuum. Anyway, is okay. Rhythmic continuum or continuous rhythm. Now the cognition with which we are going to work to decode the time. Listen, with power manifestation and the powerful cognition manifestation, I'll make this into reality, means existential reality for you. As of now, it is a proposal I am giving you. In the West, proposal means different meaning. With that flower, they say, oh, will you marry me? Maybe you can consider this. Mahadeva is giving you the proposal. Will you become me? Marrying is a cheap word, 4-letter word. Will you become me? That's the right proposal. Marrying is the proposal of the length dimension. Will you become me is the proposal of the space dimension. Thank you, guys. Be blissful.